the United States, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Are there any adjustments to the agenda?
I do not believe we have any executive session items.
All right. Approval of prior meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to accept those?
Well, I guess I was going to wait for Greg, but he wasn't here, so I move that we approve the meeting minutes from December 16th.
I second. All in favor? We'll use this one. Make sure that you get that in. Okay, looked over the treasurer's warrant. Everything seemed to be in order. I make a motion that we accept it.
I second that.
All in favor?
And you're going to check with Versant to see why we're paying more for the.
Yeah, I'm going to look at that one.
Yeah.
See what the story is.
Yeah.
Moving on to new business, solid waste contract.
We got the renewal for it.
That's here in my
folder.
Yep. And, because we've had a standard contract with DM&J over the years, so we've been just dealing with them. And this is their standard renewal, which is actually, it used to be October, but the last time we renewed, it was a little bit of a delay. We didn't do it until February. So that's why it came now, now for February. But there had been question from a different entity that might want to provide services, whether we would go out to bid or not.
Why wouldn't we go out to bid?
What other companies are there to
bid? Who else do we have?
Do not know.
And would they supply the packer?
I think we need to find out what all of our, what do we want? So maybe we want to review this really quick to see what we've been getting all along and create expectations that you could put into an RFP to get some bids back.
I mean, who owns that packer out there? Does DM&J own it or does the town own it?
I believe the town owns that piece of equipment out there.
Town owns the compactor, DM&J's got
just the cans.
The can.
So there's the consistent we pay the rental for the can, and we pay the rental for the can, the transport for the municipal waste. The actual disposal of the municipal waste is a separate thing altogether. That's not DM&J. And then we pay for the rental on the can for the demo and the disposal per ton on the demo.
Now, I can't help but notice number 7 says meet with town officials. They're not here to meet with us now.
No,
that's in 2027, right?
Right. So I'm saying the last contract should have said the exact same thing, that they would meet with us.
I believe to just chalk it up to previous people and maybe things that happened that should have happened.
Where are the prices comparatively to what our contract now? What did you increase on the?
Since we had discussed going out for bid, I really had not jumped into, but they are ever increasing. And I know one thing that had changed for us was not having to go to Juniper Ridge, with the other plant being open. That does make a big difference. Rental of the container does go up.
From what?
Not much. Less than $10.
Where are you comparing it to? Where do you see?
No, the 190 a month rental of MSW container, 190.
It says
and a rental,
Okay, rental of MSW container. Okay,
yeah, it's like 180 something, 183. So it's under $10 more. Rental of the CCD container, which is the demo, is also right about where it was. So that's not really the thing. Demo per ton is actually in the warrant. There's a demo bill the DM&J bill that's in there is for demo.
Problem, we don't have a whole lot of time on this.
So the real thing is, so the price we pay per ton for our municipal waste, that is not part of what this is.
Right.
So what you're really looking at is the rental of the cans really has not changed. But if you pull open the warrant to the DM&J page, you'll see on their receipt how much we pay per ton.
Okay, but how
I
about,
think it's 120 per ton.
how about the trip charges?
The trip charge, I'm not sure if there's a trip charge in there either. And the trip charge is what was really killing us. But what does he have? What are the lines on that bill?
$120. So it's $384.
So 120 per ton. And how much?
$384.
384. So it goes from 120 to 130 and 384 to 400.
And we don't know about the transportation charges. Are they higher, lower, same? What?
The transportation, it was, so you figure that's 384 and it goes to 400.
No. A and B on your list there.
A and B.
MSW to 700.
Now, if you look at A and B depends on where you're going to. So that's what you have to look at. We go to MWS.
How much were we paying?
We were going to Juniper Ridge, JRL.
Okay, how much were we paying?
When we go in there, I think we were actually paying more than that. We paying $850, I think, a click to go to Juniper Ridge at a time.
Well, in order for me making anything on this, I want to see what we're paying for A, B, C, D, E, F under our current contract.
So B, you don't pay for
Okay.
anymore.
So
C, okay, so D, E, and F. So A, B, and C are your municipal. D, E, and F are your demo. So you had 120, you had 384, and the rental I can go pull up.
I wonder how they justify $700 per trip.
It's the fuel to get up to where they got to go.
yeah, I'm sure they got to
The
pay
fuel up and back.
They-
Hey, because
a
you
dumping fee.
I know, that's $700.
Yeah.
Warranty.
Yeah, you're going up full and empty. You're not always bringing something back. You're not transporting a full load back to somewhere.
Mhm.
You're always going back empty one way. Well, there had been the last contract. There had been, yeah. So the next page has a fuel surcharge.
Yep.
That's a typical from all the ones I've seen that we've had before.
All right, and that's based on
Mhm.
Would it be possible to see what our other options are?
Well, and that would be, you'd have to actually, you put up for an RFP to do this. You know, that would be where you would go from here.
And as
So if this is,
I mean, I just want to know, are there other places available before we go through the expense?
well, there is one individual had reached out a few months ago asking if we would be going to bid for the transfer station. You know, and I said, well, our contract's not up until February, so that's something we wouldn't explore now, but I'll bring it to the board and
I have a question. Not good, we have to February to approve this contract, right?
this one from DM&J.
So not that it's really my business, but do you want to approve for this year and then put it on the to-do list to put it for our, there's a 1-year contract?
no, it's a 2-year.
Okay.
Sure, Josh would just run monthly to.
Well, that's how we ran last time because we couldn't make a decision in October There was a heavy discussion on curbside pickup, and it wasn't closed yet.
I still want to push for that.
Yeah.
It's sound like a broken record, but curbside,
Well,
just think is the way to go.
but that would be one of those things that to make sure you could have that fully solidified within 2 years.
Mhm.
2 years is about right. If you started from now, you could find somebody, have it fully locked in.
Actually, the term on this is not 2 years. It's a year and a half. February 1st, 26th to September 30th with a 2-year renewal option.
You know why? He's putting us back into normal cycle.
Yeah.
Because it was October renewal. So he's putting us back into a normal rotation.
Any chance you'd do it just till September of 2026?
There's always an ask. But the question is, would even if he said that, you said, I'll give you 1 year.
What are the rates based on?
Well, but does going a 1 year, are you going to put it out for bid at all? Yes or no?
Well,
Or
our options to see if that.
because it's a, if this then that. Like if he goes 1 year, would you say no? You just go with him regardless.
Oh, like right now?
I'm just kind of trying to figure out, do we start crafting up an RFP?
I don't think we have
We
enough
asked-
time and if this thing, if we want to sign a contract, again, we should have been looking at this months ago.
That's kind of what delayed last time.
Yeah. Doing the
Was-
same thing.
Well, no, because his contract came due, and it was in the middle of, do we go for a curbside pickup or not?
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of it all, and the delay was that, and it was, can you wait? Can you wait? Can you wait? And we did month to month, and he was very gracious about that.
All right. I mean, we have until February anyway. So I would just like to see.
Got a couple weeks.
Yeah, if we can wait until next meeting and find out what options are out there. See if it's worth putting out to bid.
Well, yeah. How many other people are in this
I have
industry?
no idea.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd like.
But then this is also the good time to think about, this is just me, demo. And how much do you make and how much does it cost us? Are we providing a service that doesn't cost the taxpayer that doesn't use it? Or does the taxpayers provide a service to the people that do? Because when you go to Ellsworth, you go across the scale and it's a total fare. I don't care who you are. You got 100 pounds, or you got 300 pounds, or you got 800 pounds. You pay, everyone pays the same. We don't have a way to gauge that by us.
Yeah.
So when you look at that bill from DM&J and you see how many tons you took across the line and how much that cost us, we could easily pull up 12 months worth of it and look at 12 months of how much you sold of demo stickers and say, well, how close to half did we come? Because you didn't break even.
Right.
So what are you saying, Ray? Don't do it at all?
I'm saying demo is the thing that you always want to keep an eye on, because demo is the one thing we
I
can't.
understand that. Do you have a suggestion of saying not doing it or doing it different?
I think even if you get a 1 year from him, I think we need to look at getting rid of demo. I think demo costs the taxpayers.
Mhm.
So if we're trying to save the taxpayers money, it's not about taking away a service. It's about taking away a service that costs them money that they don't use.
Well, I've been here 6 years and never used it.
No, I've never used the transfer station once.
What you got, Mike?
Just for example, we went up one of the days that it was closed and there was 12 bags.
Well, that's not demo.
But
No.
it could have easily been put into demo.
Yeah, because the
So-
demo doesn't even have a lock on the thing, and that's
And if the
sometimes
gate's open, you tell them Dick, Harry, Joe, Bob, and Fred can drive in and dump.
I've been up there a half a dozen times with Rob, delivering, getting sand
Yeah.
buckets. Stuff. It's never locked.
Why?
This time of year, it's so they can plow.
Yeah.
The gate is down so they
You
can
plow, and DM&J has a key so they can get in and out to change the cans. So they're going to open it up to change the can if the guy doesn't lock up behind him. But that's a during the week thing. But even so, even if
But the
he
demo,
did have
anybody could go up there and toss it.
Yeah,
You-
and you
you-
can toss it from down low if you're standing in the back.
You
of
can
the
get a couple
office.
guys.
Yeah.
It's true.
You get a couple of guys with a couch, and you could walk over the cable. You could walk the whole way up and toss it in the dumpster. Only thing stopping you have to have an 8-foot chain link fence across the top of it at the hill.
Or we got a gate out front that's always open now.
Well, the gate up front by the road is a lot to handle.
Yeah.
That thing is a pain. So that's why we put up the cable. But the cable, again, if it's snowing, it gets left open so Willie can plow and.
Yep.
The demo has been the contention for years that it just doesn't.
Okay,
produce.
so let's go with this. That what does it cost for an 8-foot bed, 8-foot pickup load of material?
It's 15 for the less than 8 foot and 30 for 8 foot.
Full.
Full.
And at DM&J, drive across the scales, it's 160 a ton.
So maybe we need to find out how much a full 8 foot bed costs.
It depends on what's in it.
Exactly. That's the thing.
There's no way
I could come with an 8-foot bed of styrofoam, or I could come with an 8-foot bed of bricks.
Yeah.
I'm paying for an 8-foot bed.
Right.
I don't pay the equal scale of what everybody else
You win
pays.
some, you lose.
Just like.
I understand.
Because I took a picture because they had a,
I understand what the problem is. And all we're doing is talking about the problem. How do we fix the problem?
Yeah.
Get rid of demo.
Okay, that's might be an option. I don't know what the impact of that's going to be.
Because you either have to charge people what it actually costs,
Yep.
which is going to involve
A scale.
a scale and a different process.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
we send the business to the people that have figured out the model. They have it there. And they're open more than we are.
Will they take it?
Yeah.
You roll across scales, they say, what town? Sullivan, done.
Okay, so I
Mhm.
didn't
That's what
know.
I do.
They take, that's what their deal is.
Okay,
So there is an opportunity, there is an option, and it's a fair. You pay for what you bring in.
Mhm.
No one gets gypped.
That's
You just have to go further.
I'm trying to figure out how big my trailer was. All that stuff just got out.
Because if you throw out a sofa, it's $20. I'm bringing a pickup truck for the stuff. It's $20.
So
I know, I'm
different-
gonna throw my sofa up there.
But how do the two equate?
different
Because we pay
things.
by the weight.
I got it. We're beating it to death. I got it.
There's
So,
different price, tires cost a little extra over and above.
Right.
those were,
Yeah.
well, that-
Kind of
They're-
crazy.
Well, they won't even take electronics, but
Mhm.
that's another subject that I
Mhm.
gave Ray some information on that's down the road.
We gotta
Well,
ask them.
I don't have a problem
Did
getting
they
rid of
really
demo.
want to stop that? Because
I mean,
like
Greg,
just 2
have you ever
months
used
ago,
it, Greg? You
No,
always
I
use?
get- when I get a loan, I
Like
take
a TV
it
was-
in my trailer.
extra.
We say Demon J, is that the Ellsworth?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because ultimately, if you're still going to have Jack there. Look at the cost of that one bill, times it by 12. That's how much you could save taxpayers. That.
But it's,
We know more than it already
That,
does.
that probably does
Yeah.
already.
I would agree with that one, Mike, yeah.
So that's just the one thing. It's how do you do that?
Okay, so what are the next
So-
ramifications? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
All right, so like I make a motion that we find out, are there any other options available to us? And to put on the agenda discussion of removing demo for the next agenda.
I think the timing is perfect because it's budget time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you can show everybody, here's what it costs. What do you think?
That bill was 530, 513.
And that was only for 1 and something tons.
So
That's an empty
that's the
can.
motion.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
What I will do is I will ask Josh, even with this contract in its entirety, if we didn't do demo, does it change anything?
Yeah.
Because this is for taking out 2 cans and servicing 2 cans. For servicing 1, did the numbers change?
Mhm.
So that's the biggest important thing to know.
That's another good thing.
Well, then, we can talk more about a suggestion, then we give people time to let them know, do this for a year or
Mhm.
till September of this year.
We could phase it out.
Phase it out and that goes away in
Yeah.
September for the next contract.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I just don't know what the impact. Somebody uses it because I see shit in
I
it.
would love to lean towards curbside
Stuff in-
pickup with big,
People that drive in that don't pay.
big days,
Listen,
you know?
People use it.
Where you can have your truck
And here's the thing.
It picks it up.
Are the costs being captured? Not to say anyone's trying to get over on us, but are the costs being properly captured? And I think it's not.
Okay, you said Yvette can pull how much we did in the last year?
Yeah, we can pull.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
let's have that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, old business.
Data and decisions.
All right, CEO fee schedule.
Did he send us the schedule of that? We'll have to table that to next.
All right.
What is it?
To go over, it's created, now that we have the housing ordinance, the housing or the building ordinance and the rental ordinance now have all the fees and stuff pulled out of them to create a definitive schedule of fees for everybody to look at.
Got it.
A single document.
That's what we talked about.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, fee schedule right there. Got it.
Reschedule of work session?
When would you like to do that?
There are now 25 items on it.
Let's see.
I don't.
Flip it over, we got 25.
Like 24.
25. I keep on thinking of things and I go raise, how about this? It's just,
But that's what happens with this. It just keeps morphing into stuff.
Yeah. Well, some of it we can.
and so, one of the guys wanted to get together so we can get this done and get ourselves on track for this year.
So another Saturday?
Saturday? Was it supposed to be Monday last time?
Oh, Saturday.
It was a Monday holiday type
Monday.
thing. In the,
So, if we wanted to do a daytime on Wednesday or Thursday would be better because that would mean that someone else is in the office besides me.
I can't do Thursdays, that's the only day.
Okay. Keep in mind, we have to do one select board meeting a month. You could elect to take like the second select board meeting of February and turn it into a work session meeting instead. Just suggestion.
Maybe this month, so we can get ourselves, because there's some things we need to get on the agenda, I think. So I think that we really should be done this month.
yeah, I prefer not to wait till February.
So we can, on the 20th, which is the next meeting, you could push it till the 20th could be a work session meeting to discuss. That's
Is the transfer station on here?
No, but it can be. And I also
This
thought,
listed-
26th?
this is a living document.
I know it's on our action list.
I mean, it's.
The
Yeah,
maintenance
road calling
person
and stuff,
probably
so-
could be on the to-do list too, the advertising for the maintenance person. And I don't think we have that on that. I know it's on our. Okay, good, thank
Yeah.
you. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was or not, I hadn't had a chance to look, it's been a little busy today.
Right.
So, we want to postpone the CEO to the next meeting, which is we're gonna be doing the next meeting, a work session. You want to do that through February then? The code enforcement of the fees? Or what do you want to do?
Well, I don't think the fee thing is gonna take very long.
But the
Code enforcement?
fee schedule?
Yeah.
No. Will not take very long. I say-
We'll do work thing and fee.
We want to change the time because this is going to take hours.
Hmm.
Just because I've seen that nothing happens here fast. Everybody's got to talk.
So
So
that's why I was thinking it might be better to do it during the daytime too.
start earlier.
Everybody come an hour early, talk, and then get to the meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
So start at 4, but
Start at 4.
Start at 4 for next meeting.
Mhm.
And just
Monday,
20th.
4.
It would be the 20th because 19th is a holiday. So that's a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Do you want to make a motion to that effect?
I move we use the next meeting on the 20th at 4 o'clock to start at 4 o'clock and to do start the to-do list. And the first thing I'd like to do on the to-do list is sort it in priority and what's most important and work over again.
There you go.
What has to be done first.
What?
I should probably try to work out that before you meet there.
Well, then we got to talk about it for 2 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll second that. All in favor?
Okay.
All right, town manager report.
All right. Got some quickie stuff. Mike already dumped on one of my things. So trash bags dumped at the transfer station. Right. So he did. Some of the bags were heavier than 25 pounds. Anybody ever looked at your sticker or your punch card, the ones that use it, it says 25 pounds.
Mhm.
I'm going to take a look into what is an actual 25, what should a 25-pound bag cost?
Hmm.
So I'll go through what do you pay per ton and break it down and put in, the you have the electric on, you have the guy there, you pay for the rental and all those little things. I'll try and come up with a number of what does a bag cost? What does a real 25-pound bag cost?
33 gallons.
25-pound.
Right, but
How big is, yeah.
Yeah. Don't care how big it is.
I
seen-
use
I've
big
done
bags, but.
At litter and it's
They're light.
25 pounds.
Throw 'em, yeah. Okay,
So I'm going to do that. I have Alan Dowdy looking into there are traps at Gordon's Wharf on the side. Someone has like their lobster traps. It's not their winter storage.
you got canoes down at Town Landing too.
Yeah.
It's not the winter storage.
No, so we'll start with the actual fishing equipment that's supposed to go home, and then we'll take it for. Oh, these boats these are town property now.
Oh, the
Put a town sticker on. We'll take it.
canoes are from the Clammers.
Okay,
basically.
so we can put little stickers on them now.
Yes, it's
You know,
not storage.
is it registered? You get a number on it. There's a net here. Just
Yeah,
we can make up a
I
thing.
mean, those aren't local. Those are Clammer canoes.
Yep.
There was a boat too, but storm washed it out.
Oh, there you go.
The anchor's still there.
The anchor's still there, but the boat's gone.
Yeah,
correct.
Don't they come in pairs? So we've been informed also that the small animal clinic in Ellsworth will no longer serve as the straight animal contacts for us. Every town has to sign up with some sort of kennel facility, ASPCA, whatever the heck. That if you have straight animals, there's a spot that your animal control officer can bring them to.
Okay,
We've been contracted with small animal clinic for some years, and due to change in business model, I think it was quite the forced change in business model. They will no longer be doing that. So I'm going to reach out to the ARC shelter and the SPCA to see. Nice little.
Boothboro Youth and.
I don't know. There's only a couple around here,
Yeah, the small animal clinic is just a vet though, right? They're not.
and they used to take strays also. Yeah.
If you.
I was wondering why not our Sullivan people keep it local.
What's that?
I was just wondering why not our Sullivan vet to keep it local.
I don't know if they do that.
Yeah,
They don't. They don't.
That's what it's funny. It's the storage or is this just, hey, you found a stray cat and so they don't get it native, get it.
no.
Well, this is,
They don't-
No.
you lose your dog, they pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You go there overnight, they'll find it.
Yeah,
Yeah. They don't even. You can't even leave your pet there and go away for the weekend. So a little different. That's good.
Yeah, I was part of it for the SPCA.
But I figured I'll reach out to the ARC first, only because there's donate a can to the ARC shelter all over town. So maybe they'd be a little receptive to that. Yeah.
Not Pope, but the other one.
Oh, we're going way up here.
And there's another one too, in Harrington.
That's true.
The one,
That's a true.
Messenger, yes.
Yeah, so I'll start with the two because they me numbers here. So I'll start with those two and we'll work out from there. Bank interest rates have dropped. So the last time the interest rate dropped 0.25%, we took the whole 0.25%. Machias Bank, very good to us this time. The bank interest rate is dropping by 0.25%. We're only dropping by 0.15. My message back to them is please let me know when I should make room in the mattress for the month.
Mhm.
Last time I told them, I said, should I be getting out the coffee cans? And they said, what? I said, to put the town's money in. And they said, are you serious? It's like, no, but this interest rate, you're killing me with the interest rates. We also have 2 CDs coming due. I don't know what they are. We're going to try to figure it out. What they are, well, I can figure it out. So we have a list to try and consolidate these things down. We don't need all these little things out there. I'm hoping there's more stuff for cemeteries. We can keep the consolidation going on that. Other than that, I'm hoping Alan's going to be here. And so we don't have a spot here. We have public comment board come. We don't have a spot.
we don't have committees,
We don't have a spot. But it's not really a committee. It's
committee reports.
not really a committee. So I'm just going to talk about it anyway.
Well, did you put that on, what do you think going forward? And notice, there should be a place on there for committee reports.
So what we did have, everybody hear about the propane leak incident?
Yeah.
All right. So
Were you involved in that one?
he was about just a bit. So what we do have is someone actually wrote a letter today about this.
Oh,
So we have here New Year gratitude. January 1st, 2026, my neighbor, Josh Connery, loudly banged on my door. I just checked your propane tank. It's hissing. There's a leak. Evacuate now. Within minutes, the police were notified. The mighty volunteer Sullivan firemen came. They were so confident and capable. Neighboring homes were evacuated to the rec center, where another group of kind volunteers readied the hot drinks and food. A small baby entertained us, waving from a blanket on the floor. Family dogs played with each other after seeking pets and hugs from nervous residents. After a few hours, the all clear came. Master propane tank had been filled the day before. It seemed like the valve broke and/or human error began the leak on December 31st, 2025. I'd like to apologize to all for starting their new year off with such a dramatic interruption. But thank the good Lord, it did not end with a bang. Sullivan is a wonderful town filled with energetic, kind, and compassionate people. I have never been prouder of volunteer firemen and women who moved forward towards danger in service and to those in need. Please, I invite you to consider how you can help out too. Mike Pinkham at the firehouse and Santa Helpers and Veronica Connors, and on behalf of those who help with the rec center every day, with everyday kind of needs, Misty Gleason at H Friendly and social gatherings, Sally and John Hamilton and the other rec center helpers, and good neighbors and friends. The town hall and good folks can help connect you and help you out too. We are a town of quiet heroes. A huge thanks for the instant support and kindness given to the Harborview Drive folks. Sullivan people, the best. With love and gratitude, Reverend Monica Giordano.
Can you publish that in the next newsletter?
Oh, that's what it's left for the town newsletter. That's where I read it from. She took the time to send that out today.
Very nice.
It was quite the operation. And you even got notice today that they're gonna DEP wants to meet or something. Because you had like every entity in the world on the ground for this.
So I guess they just quick rundown of what happened. We got the call. The police were notified at the RCC. They called us, said propane leak. One of my guys happened to plow for Willie. He happened to be on Harborview Drive. He stopped. He went up. By the time he got away from the tank, he could barely breathe.
Wow.
The tanks are generally filled 80 to 83%. It leaked all night. It was between 65 and 70. Because of the snowstorm, it pushes everything down. Propane sinks anyway, but it pushes and holds. It doesn't really move. So the explosive potential was quite high.
And there's no wind that day, was there? It was still.
So I immediately called for mutual aid. We treated it as like a structure fire. So 8 fire departments mobilized. I shut down DOT from plowing. I shut down Willie's crew from plowing because no matter how much snow's on the road, you still get sparks. I had burst and shut off the power. When we first got there, I was first person on scene other than Matt. I packed up, I went in. I couldn't tell what was leaking because I'm not a propane guy, I'm a fireman. The trick of the trade is if there's enough pressure coming out of the tank, you can take a wet rag and put it over the leak and it will make an ice plug. Because of the air temperature, it wasn't forceful enough to make that plug. So I put the rags on it. It didn't work. We ended up taking the nozzle of the fire hose, sticking it in a tree and just fogging the tank. We used 4,250 gallons of water to keep the vapors down.
Wow.
I didn't call DEP. DEP got wind and showed up. Once they got there, we got a game plan going. Dead River showed up. They went in and it was the bleeder valve. They filled it the day before. They didn't shut the bleeder valve all the way off.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I could have shut it off. So on a warmer day than what we've had, I'm going to get with Tim and get the breakdown of tank valves.
Oh, yeah.
So that I can try to mitigate some of this overkill response in the future and make it quicker, if that's a possibility. We thought originally that it was a pinhole in the tank because the tank is ancient. It's rotted. It needs to go. But I did find out Andy Sankey called me the day after and said that he received a call from the head of DEP for the state of Maine who wants to have a debrief. And we go, boy, what do we do wrong? He said, no, he said, nothing was done wrong. On the contrary, everything was done perfect for what it was. He wants to come and applaud us and basically answer any questions that we might have. So I'm going to try to schedule for our chiefs meeting on the 15th. And just basically ask, is there anything that we missed that we should do different? Because of course it was in the middle of a snowstorm and just everything was, I mean, we had trucks stuck on the road, just that little grade, we couldn't move trucks and yeah.
Wow.
So, but luckily, I mean, Dead River showed up with another 500-gallon tank because it was one of the 500s, the big ones.
Mhm.
They thought they were going to pick up the one that was leaking, set it on the truck, put the other one in place and drive away.
Mhm.
Well, for starters, there was 4 inches of snow on the ground at that point. The tank's in the woods. It wasn't going to be an easy fix.
Wow.
In the original plan, we thought we were going to have to flare it off.
Mhm.
That would have been like 8 hours of burning off
Yeah.
propane, which again, we evacuated every single house on the road. We stopped even the people because if you can plug in where the leak is and it'll give you by today's weather what your cone of hazard is. It was right down across the road, the place you caretake, right across, right to the harbor. I mean, over in the gully by the stone house, there was this huge cone of could be bad. You know, over by Graham's house, that brook, that's where it's going to set because that's the low spot. It's going to move downhill to the low.
Yeah.
So luckily we got it shut down and we checked the house. There was nothing in the house, thank God, because she's got pilots on her stove. She's got a generator. I mean, any little thing could have been Freeport all over again. So it worked out good and we were able to move up.
Congratulations. That sounds like it's quite the deal.
It makes you think, you know, when you're walking up. I mean, I walked into a lot of stuff in 17 years, but when you walk up beside a 500-pound bomb,
Something's gonna go.
it's
A little nerve-wracking.
Wow.
Little nerve-wracking.
It was. Yeah. I was breathing a little heavy. So,
Was the propane there? Well, I like the best is all the fire departments all geared up, all this stuff. And the guy from
Location.
no, and the guy from Dead River shows up in a sweatshirt.
yeah.
All right,
Done.
all PPE, and the guy in charge walks up with a wrench. You know, I do this all day. Don't worry about it. Okay, nonchalant. Thanks.
If we had over it, he wouldn't have been able to because when the original person went in, they couldn't breathe at standing height because it's so heavy and it was in the woods. So we lucked out. But I mean, I might have gone a little overkill,
Yes,
but at the same time,
better overkill than under.
better than taking out. I mean, because that would have cleaned out her house, the church, the house behind it, and God only knows how many people. I'd rather be a little overzealous.
Err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
That's it.
That's
That was it. I had to, since he stole my thing about the garbage,
All right.
I had to lead him in.
We can officially,
Anything else, Mike? Or
Other than, if you want to look at this real quick, this is our year-to-date numbers. We were up 25% over last year with less people. If you look down through medical emergency and first responder calls, that's our obvious biggest call response. I mean, just the first responder call, 58%. Well, the medical emergency, it depends on the day of the week, who the dispatcher is, how they log it.
versus first responder?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean,
So,
first responder, there's no way Northern Light showed up 238 times. We first respond to Northern Light, but we didn't go to 238 first responder calls that were just backing them up. It could have been, like we talked about, other towns,
Right.
or we ended up transporting. It's just how it comes in when they put it in.
yeah, so there could be some discrepancies between how
Yeah,
it's
but I
labeled.
mean,
Gives you a pretty good idea.
Yeah, the two together are pretty well. I mean, if you look at everything else, yeah, your traffic accident with injuries, okay, you had 15. Well, that's still medical. So that's still EMS. So you can add that to the 238 and the 29.
Yeah, if you could separate how many times did the ambulance turn out also, or turn out separate. Yeah, when did the ambulance run?
Well, I mean, the ambulance runs on everything. I mean, a structure fire, it depends on what it is. So we have, depending on what the call is, we have a list of SOPs that says what apparatus goes first, second, third, depending on people. The propane call, we only had, I was the only one that was there that could pack up for Sullivan. I had 3 or 4 other people for Sullivan, but nobody else could pack up. So I had to wait better part of 10 minutes for Hancock to get there with another guy to pack up, because you can't go in by yourself. You can go in so it's getting worse. I mean, I've got 4 on the roster that are airpack certified now.
Something that to look at too, Mike, if you got ideas of what we can do to help you get more volunteers, and yeah, I mean, I know it's an ongoing thing, but if there's something that
The hardest part is the training requirements. People don't have, I mean, the academy is
You have the time.
260 hours.
Mhm.
And then the continuing education, and the hazmat, operations level, that's a yearly recert that I have to take time to go do. Cold water rescues a yearly recert. There's a bunch of stuff that we have to do every single year.
Right.
CPR is every 2 years. And there's certain stuff, and people just don't have the time.
Well, man, for a volunteer, that's a lot of time and effort and energy for a volunteer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they are doing another CDL class, their second one. They've got 2 individuals, hopefully gonna go do that. The class normally is $7,000. It's $200 the way we're doing. So the firefighters association is gonna eat 100, and then it'll cost the department 100 per head.
Oh.
If that gets them trained to drive these trucks, I'll pay the $100. Because these trucks aren't like you pick up. I've got people that want to drive that new truck, something fierce, and I'm being real picky about who gets in it, because 64,000 pounds of fuel is a bad day. Now, 3/4 today's price.
I know.
The replacement costs 3/4 million.
All right. Appreciate you being here.
All right, so we can scratch Mr. Earps, he's not here.
I would suggest we don't put him on the agenda again until he requests it again.
All right. We have public comment?
You have 2 public. Any comment from the public? Mike, you don't count. You already commented.
You
Okay.
hear that at home, don't you?
Any board comment?
We've been kind of commenting as we went.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to get the float out, the end of the week.
Yeah.
Weather's
Good.
getting warmer, and
Yeah, I'm going to talk to,
Alan Steve's on board, so,
yep, I'm going to reach out to Tony, see if we get the boom truck out.
yeah, well, I'm gonna call him tomorrow.
You call tomorrow?
I'm gonna
Okay.
try to get, usually like down at the same time.
Yeah, what's the process for that? Do we pay to get that in and out? So
Yeah.
Well,
volunteer-
we just pay Viking.
Okay. So you just call them up and say, hey, can you
Right.
bring the brake and?
Mhm.
I like to put it somewhere where he doesn't have to move the truck. He can pull it, sit in one spot. Last time we had to move the truck, I think twice.
To get to where it's
And
supposed to be.
When-
we can pull up, put it where he
Drop
doesn't have
it
to
and then-
move.
When Charlie was there, it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because Charlie was like, because Charlie got to the edge where he needed to be. He wasn't afraid to go in. So he went to the edge, pick, boom,
Yeah.
one move. But that takes a more experienced driver.
All right. So make a motion to adjourn.
Like second, I guess.
All in favor?
Thank you very much.
Kenny Jordan was charged with that, and also his.
6:14.
Kenny Jordan. If he